everyone. My name is Sky, and today I have a story to share. And this story is the beginning of love troubles. And a lot of people, like the concept of relationships and all that, usually happen in like high school, maybe fourth grade, third grade, maybe. Like, obviously, kid relationships are not the same as adult or high schooler relationships. I learned about relationships in first grade. This is not a good thing. What had happened was I was the new kid at this school, and first grade, I'm getting to know everybody. I've been approached by several people, and one of those people gave me a flower. He did a whole show for me. Um, and I learned because this very angry girl came over and was like, "Oh, how dare you do this? I'm gonna name her Flower." Flower and him were apparently dating. I didn't know what dating was. I had no concept of what love was at that time. Not of what love was, but romantic love. So I was just there like, okay, what's that mean? I never learned. I went off my merry way. I made a friend with this girl, Angie. Yeah, name her Angie. Angie and I, we were we weren't close, but we were friends. And I was approached by this guy who's taller than us. Um, I name him Sammy. Sammy and I, he asked to speak to me, and I was like, okay. So we spoke in this like underneath the play like platform area. This is as private as it gets when you're a kid, okay? And he told me how I was the most beautiful person he had ever seen, and how much he really liked me, and that he loved me so much. And I was like, oh, is this what love is? This what dating is? And so at the time, I was like, oh, I like him too. I must like him too. I did not realize I was feeling embarrassment or anything other than love at the time. So I thought, yeah, so me and him are dating now, right? I was wrong. See, after this instant, I tried to talk to him again. He ignored me. He acted like he didn't know me. He pretended I didn't exist. I had no idea what I had possibly done wrong. It'd been a day. And then he approached Angie, and he did the same thing to her. Told her how beautiful and wonderful. I wasn't there when he told her this, but Angie came over and told me that he told her this. And when I tried to tell her that, oh, he did the same thing to me, she didn't believe me. And she thought I was jealous. Um, Fast forward a bit. I still naively am thinking, he can't, he can't hate me, can he? And we were drawing pictures, and he drew a picture of Angie. Um, the thing was, because of that, Angie and I like stopped talking because she believed I was just jealous. And it happened that he did it to another girl. Um, Scar. She she got the same treatment. Unlike us two, who naively went along with it, she told him no. She told him to shut up. She told him she didn't care. She just wanted to have fun. she did not understand why this guy was approaching her. And at this time, I learned the word cheating. I legitimately ended up telling this other person about the whole situation, and she ended up telling me, oh, then he cheated on you. And I was like, oh, what does cheating mean? And he was like, oh, it's when a guy is supposed to be with one woman and he goes off with another, or a person. So, yeah, fun stories from first grade. But yeah, that's where the start of love troubles comes in because that was my experience of what dating was. So, in my head, when people ask me out, instead of having that rationality to be like, oh no, I don't like this person, I said yes to everyone. Because I didn't have that rationality and I tried to imitate what Sammy had done. I tried to be like, oh, this person is my entire world without realizing, oh, I don't like this person like that. I don't like anyone like that. I'm not okay with these things. It doesn't help that I was very touch starved. So, hand holding and all that, just like for partners, made them think, oh, I'm clingy. Reality is, I just wanted a best friend, honestly, man. It sucks. My first grade experience was this random guy asking me out instead of me being able to make a genuine friend. So yeah, that was the start of love troubles. I don't hope you enjoyed. It was a sad story. Uh, but I hope you come back again. Watch the entire Love Troubles series, however many I make, honestly. And goodbye.